Predict the World Cup and win $1 million. For the 2022 World Cup, Opta are offering fans around the world a chance to win $1 million. Simply predict where each team will finish in the group stages, along with the winner of each knockout fixture and overall winners to land a prize. Click the link below to play the Opta 1 million game. Subscribe to DR Sports for the inside track on how to win the 1 million. Hi and welcome along to DR Sports. I'm joined by Duncan Alexander, the knowledge from Opta, because we are here today to take a look at the World Cup Group F to see who we think might be the team to watch out for, might get through, and also the order of the group, because you can win $1 million by predicting it right in the Opta competition. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's called Opta Million. Sign up. You have to pick each group. So that's 8 groups. Get the order of them correct. So 1 to 4. That'll give you the knockouts. Get all that right as well. Predict those. And then, you get $1 million.
$1 million. Think of it as a wall chart. You know the wall charts. But you've got to predict everything right. And at the end of that, the one guy, $1 million. That'd be amazing. Well, I'd love one of you guys to win it. Click the link in the description to get more details. Group F, Duncan. Belgium, Canada, Morocco, and Croatia. Let's first of all start with Belgium. I feel like they've had a golden generation, even longer than England. Remember England's golden generation? Belgium, every time they come to a tournament, golden generation. But they always fall.
They do.
The last hurdle.
Well, that's a good analogy, because I would say if this group it's the dark horse, most dark horse-y, is that a word? Not really.
Dark horse-y.
Group of them all. I think every team in this you could kind of say has got an element of dark horse. But you're right about Belgium. The golden generation is now the platinum generation. It's gone on so long. But they do still have some good players, and they
still got
they
great
could get
players,
through.
De Bruyne, Lukaku, all these players, man, but they just don't, and they're kind of getting old now, isn't it? They're starting to get older. I mean, for somebody like De Bruyne, this is it now.
This is it.
It's probably his last, getting towards his last tournament.
Yeah, he could probably do one more, but he's at the peak of his powers at the moment. He's arguably, one of the top 3 players in the world right now. It feels like the sort of tournament he could grab by the scruff of his neck and really dominate. Obviously, it was unlucky at the Euros, got knocked out in that game, both figuratively and actually. So I think he's definitely, it's time for him to show up. Obviously, you'd like Belgium to maybe do it under a different manager. I mean, Roberto Martinez has done a decent job, but it'd be good to see him under someone else. But they've got Lukaku. Lukaku's scored 11 goals at major tournaments, which is more than say Harry Kane ever has, for instance. Eden Hazard still gets in the team, but a lot of Belgian fans would prefer some different options there. But the quality is there for them to at least get out of the group for sure.
Trossard, he's been having a great season. I mean, they're just stacked with great players right throughout.
Yeah, they really are. And
this has to be their moment, isn't it? Because really, we'd say golden generation. After this, a load of those players will be done. So this is it.
No team has ever qualified European team for as many World Cups without winning it as Belgium. So it's kind of written into their DNA that they're really good at football, but never quite make that final step. Yeah. But maybe this is it.
One of these teams that always punch above their weight is Croatia. They're here again. They've still got a lot of the players that they've seemed to have had for ages and ages, but those players are still good. Modric, still a top player.
Well, I remember the last World Cup, it was like, this is Modric's last World Cup. The Euros was Modric's last tournament. No, he's back. Croatia, funny, they're 5 previous World Cups have either gone out of the group stage 3 times or got to the semi-finals or beyond. Wow. Obviously got to the final last time. So it's
more bust.
Yeah, it's hard to call. Maybe this will be a tournament too far for some of their players. But you look at even Perisic playing brilliantly for Spurs this season. They do know what to do. They're the great example of a small nation that makes the most of its resources, and they've got the potential to go far again, I think.
Yeah, now Morocco, that's another very good side with some great players in their team. Morocco, the Africans will feel they've got a chance in this of getting out of this group.
Yeah, Morocco, arguably one of the stronger AFCON teams. But again, like we said about some of the others, that they've struggled when they've got to World Cups. And, maybe this is the time where the globalisation of football has equalised that a bit more. But, they've only won one of their last 10 World Cup games, and that was against Scotland in 98. So does that even count? But yeah, I mean, I think, again, like we said, it is a tough group they've been put into. But I'm interested. I think that they play some good stuff. It'd be good to see how they go.
I want to see how Hakimi gets on in this. He's not one of their star players. I mean, Morocco will be a good team. Canada. Now, they were very impressive in qualification, weren't they? And a lot of people sort of talking and saying, hey, watch out for Canada. It's starting to become like a real sort of emerging football nation, aren't they? Yeah,
and obviously they're going to be at the next World Cup because they're co-hosting it. So this is the start, I think, of a process for them. And they've got players like Jonathan David, who's a great player.
Yeah, but at Lille, he's had he's scored a lot of goals over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I think we'll see him in the Premier League before too long. They dominated qualifying, really. They obviously haven't been to the World Cup since 1986. They're one of 4 nations to play at least 3 games at World Cups and never score. I don't think that's going to be an issue this time around, but I do think they've been unlucky being put in a hard group. I think if you put them into the United States group, the England one, I think they'd almost certainly get through. But I think this group's going to be pretty tough for them.
Some exciting players. Alphonse Davies, another one, another exciting player that they've got. They could spring a few surprises in Group F. This is one of them groups you look at and it looks like it's standard, but I don't think it is. I mean, let's get your predictions, Duncan, and remember, by predicting things right, if you want to enter the Opta $1 million competition, predict all these right, you're on your way to getting towards winning that 1 million. If you want more details, click the link in the description. Duncan. Your order.
Well, you've just said that this feels like a group where it's not going to go to order, which I kind of agree with, but I've actually gone kind of with order with this one. If you watch some of the other videos, I've gone a little bit left field with some of them, I think it's fair to say. But this one, I've just gone Belgium first, Croatia second, Morocco third, Canada fourth. I've kind of talked myself around on Canada in this video, actually, because I do think they're underrated. They're kind of a... Can you be a hipster if you're Canadian? Maybe. But yeah, I think... I think they're going to be interesting to watch. But yeah, I'm going Belgium, Croatia, Morocco, Croatia, Canada.
Well, listen, I'm going against the knowledge today.
Fair enough.
Because I think it's going to be a little bit different. Belgium will go through top in the group. They've got too many good players, too much expectation. They will top the group. Canada are going to come runners up. That's what I feel. I think that Canada are going to surprise a lot of people at this World Cup. I think it's going to be one of these World Cups that we go away from it knowing a lot more about these Canadian players. I know at the moment it's, Jonathan David, Alphonso Davies, these guys. I think after this, we'll be able to name out quite a few of them because they would have done so well. So Canada, runners up. Croatia third, Morocco fourth. That's what I'm going for in this group. No,
that's good. I mean, you could do a tour of Canada if that comes true. So fair enough.
I just got a feeling for Canada. I really do. So, what do you guys think? Don't forget, remind them again how they enter the Opta 1 million.
Yeah, play the Opta million. Predict every group correctly, 1 to 4 positions. Then all the knockout games, including the final. Get them all right. $1 million.
And if you want more information on it, subscribe here to DR Sports. Click the link in the description. You can get the real lowdown on how to enter the competition, which is free to enter. And you, of course, can win $1 million if you predict it all right. But come on, Canada. Predict the World Cup and win $1 million. For the 2022 World Cup, Opta are offering fans around the world a chance to win $1 million. Simply predict where each team will finish in the group stages, along with the winner of each knockout fixture and overall winners to land a prize. Click the link below to play the Opta 1 million game. Subscribe to DR Sports for the inside track on how to win the 1 million.